Ba-dum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. It's the bottom of the hour. Y'all rocking with the best. I know, that's why y'all here. Before we get into it, we're gonna hit you with a rap break. Y'all know how we do. Give me. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. We got another rap album we pushing this month. Smoke Dizza, On My Way to Berlin, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the LP is For FIF and Broadway. Ooh. My goodness, that song in Spaceships with Mike and Keys. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then him and Dave East with Check. I'm a check. Oh wow. That whole setup, just everything, the schemes, the double entendres, them dudes is wild on the mic. Then Crimson, LV Constructs and Fourth Rope Heels. Woo. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is my song. 10 out of 10 is my song. And an 11-11 with Dom Kennedy. Smoke Dizza's playing no games. This LP On My Way to Berlin, trust me. Once you play, just let it play. Let it play. You're gonna get there. It's your boy Big Vern. Holla at us. Yo, shout out to Smoke Dizza. On My Way to Berlin. Make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. So, I'm going to pivot from the NFL. Going to talk some NBA. Scoot Henderson. Is Scoot Henderson on the clock? Now, Brad Boykins from CBS Sports, he had an interesting piece. Brad Boykins, let's just put it like this. I have my issues with him over the time with pieces that he's written, but this one was actually insightful. And the reason being is that Scoot Henderson, he is on the clock, whether a lot of people hate it or love it. Me being a Blazer fan, I know that the baby Blazers, they need some leadership. Now they got Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard is back into the fold. And if you're Scoot Henderson, you've got this year to learn from Drew and to be mentored by Damian Lillard to see your game go forward. If it doesn't progress, this could actually hurt his confidence, and then they could deal him away, and then he would be a lifetime journeyman coming off the bench. That'll be hard to take for someone who was in the first round draft. He was a first round draft pick of the Portland Trailblazers when they were looking to rebuild. He was Damian Lillard's direct successor. He was Damian Lillard's direct successor to the point guard position when they were looking to rebuild. They moved through Dame, they moved through CJ McCollum, they dealt Josh Hart, they went after Andre Ayton, they dealt Yusuf Nurkic. They broke that whole thing up. They acquired Jeremy Grant, and the Blazers are still trying to figure this thing out. They had a promising record last year. They won 34, 35 games. Even though they're rebuilding, this team is really young. And again, they didn't re-sign DeAndre Ayton, and that's cool because he hadn't played since February. So now he's LA's problem. In the middle of that, they've got this unknown kid from China, and a lot of experts didn't even think that guy was going first round. They thought that this dude was going in the second round, but Portland, being Portland, they went ahead and picked him up anyway. Now, with that being said, you have a lot of young pieces. You have Klingit, the sophomore this year coming out of UConn. And then there's also Thibault. He's on the team. And they have the mystery man, Shaden Sharp. He's got to go ahead and up his game because he may be back on the clock also because CJ McCollum is saying that he wants to come back to Portland. So who knows how that thing is going to turn out. But right now, dealing with Scoot, he had so much promise and so much potential. We knew Wembanyama was going to be the first person taken off the board. But for him to be in that position where they take him off the board, now you have to go, hey, look, man, you got to show up. You got to show out. And you saw the flashes. Now the Blazers, to even sweeten the pot and to really put the ball squarely in his hands and have him be a leader on this team, they got rid of Anthony Simons. They shipped him to the Celtics. That's how Drew Holiday got to Portland. Now, that being said, Anthony Simons, ain't a knock on him. He just wasn't a leader. He wasn't the guy that the Blazers thought that they could lead to some sort of playoff berth. But if I'm Scoot, yeah, they said Scoot is happy. He's looking over his shoulder like, yeah, I got to learn from Dame. He's gonna go ahead and mentor me. And yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and really step into it, where Dame and you are working out, and Dame's giving you his workouts, and he's really taking you under his tutelage, that would be amazing. But if this doesn't work, you're traded. If this doesn't work, you're traded. If Dame comes back, because Damian Lillard is still a young man. And if Damian Lillard is a young man and he's had so much experience, and now he's got all new young pieces and dogs to work with, that can be very troubling for Scoot. And if you think he's got confidence issues now, he's going to have uber confidence issues if Dame comes back and he's in rare form. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get an R&B album in here. This your boy Big Vern. Give me a beat.
Dot dot diddy dotty day, diddy dotty day. I'm pushing rap albums, right? You know it. Here at the App Stupid Studios, it's your boy Big Bird. Yes, indeed, we got another one. Joyner Lucas, ADHD 2, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is I Wish I Knew. Homie be spitting, for real. One of them, The Way That I Am, with him and Ty Dolla $ign and New Sofas. Oh my goodness. That one's hit. That one's a hit. The Butterfly Effect is deep. It's one of them records where you really gotta catch it. You know, everything from the metaphors, and then he get into one of his little pockets with that AMG flow. Yeah, homie's wild. Then Active with him and Big Sean. Yeah, Big Sean goes off in that record. Sean is he going to a whole nother level. But I enjoyed it. Joyner Lucas, ADHD 2, in stores now.
Yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and show Joyner Lucas some love. Album is dope, ADHD 2. So we left off on the content. We were talking about the intangibles of Scoot Henderson. They're there. You know, Scoot is an elite, super elite athlete. In theory, there shouldn't be many guys who can stay in front of him, or if they can even deal with his physicality, consistency, and continued progression toward at least the league minimum. That should be a goal for him this year. And that should be tantamount in him keeping his job. And he can still get there, because we're talking about a 21-year-old man. We're talking about a 21-year-old man in the NBA, because he's never had a history of injuries. He's pretty much got the road forward. However, just as much as Portland is able to invest in Scoot, at some point, you've got to be wondering, am I getting diminished returns? Because if you don't win 40 games this year, this was a regression. And you'll have to address everybody who is in said regression, and what you can cut and what you can trim the fat on. And that's real. Again, he's got all the intangibles. He's there. Simmons isn't on the ball right now. He's going to be the guy who gets everybody involved, or they may go ahead and combine him and Drew Holiday on the court at the same time to see how the chemistry works. But make no mistake, this is a make or break year for Scoot Henderson. And as much as Portland loves their fans, and as much as the athletes love playing in Portland and love the fan base, they're not going to suffer paying a guy who they want to be the guy, who isn't trying to step up and actually be the guy. Hopefully I'm wrong, because I am a Blazer diehard fan. However, Rip City, talk to me. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know that we get it right. What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back